All right, today we're going to talk about something really important, the language of the heart, but in German. We're going to look at the words you need to talk about a whole relationship. I mean, from that very first hello all the way to a lifelong commitment. So let's just dive right in.
I mean, really think about it. How do you actually say you like someone or you're falling in love or, even that you're having an argument in a totally different language? These aren't just vocabulary words. These are the tools you need to build real, honest-to-goodness connections. So, we're going to walk through 20 really essential German verbs. But hey, this is not going to be some boring old vocab list, okay? Instead, we're actually going to tell a story. The story of a relationship. We've arranged these verbs so you can see how things grow and change, from that initial spark to what could be a shared future. Every great story has a beginning, right? Well, our first chapter is all about that initial spark, that exciting, sometimes a little nerve-wracking phase of just getting to know someone new. Okay, so where does it all begin? Well, it starts with treffen. That's T-R-A-F-F-N, which just means to meet. You could say, wir treffen uns heute. We're meeting today. Simple enough, right? Now, if that meeting goes well, you might start to mögen. That's M-O-O-G-N, each other. That's to like. So a simple ich mag dich is I like you. From there, wow, things can get pretty serious with sich verlieben, to fall in love. Wir haben uns verliebt literally means we fell in love. So what's the next logical step? Well, you've got to ausgehen, O-W-S-G-N, which means to go out. As in, wir gehen heute Abend aus, we're going out tonight.
Now hold on, let's take a closer look at sich verlieben. See that little word sich? That makes this a reflexive verb. It basically means the action reflects back on the person doing it. So you don't just fall in love. It's more like you fall yourself in love. It's a really cool little detail in German that makes these experiences feel very personal. Okay, let's move on to our second chapter. Because after that initial spark, a real relationship is built day by day, right? So this part is all about the verbs that become the foundation of a strong, lasting connection. And what's the absolute cornerstone of any relationship? Communication. In German, you've got two super common verbs for this. Reden, and sprechen. For our purposes, they both pretty much mean to talk. So you could say something like, we read about our relationship. Honestly, being able to say, we talk about our relationship is a massive step in any language. It's so important. But talking's only half of it. A shared life is built on actions. So we have zuhören, to listen, like in ich höre dir zu, I'm listening to you. Then there's helfen, to help, ich helfe dir. And a deeper kind of support is unterstützen, to support, ich unterstütze dich. And of course, teilen, to share, ich teile alles mit dir, I share everything with you. All of this, the talking, the listening, the supporting, it all builds toward this one powerful verb. Lieben. The big one. To love. Ich liebe dich. I mean, come on, it's one of the most important things you can say in any language. And believe me, it's just as profound in German. Love is also shown through these actions of care. It all really starts with vertrauen, to trust. Ich vertraue dir. It continues with sich kümmern, which means to take care of. Ich kümmere mich dich. And then there's the beautifully simple act of umarmen, to hug. Wir umarmen uns. And hey, look, there's that word sich again, in sich kümmern. Just like with falling in love, this reflexive verb really highlights the personal commitment you're making when you care for someone. It's not just a task, it's something you do to yourself for another person. All right, let's get real. Chapter 3 is about the fact that no relationship is perfect. They all have challenges. So this section gives us the language to get through those inevitable ups and downs with a bit of honesty and hopefully some grace. So here we have the two sides of conflict. On one hand, you have streiten, to argue. Wir streiten oft means we argue often. But on the other hand, you have the solution, sich versöhnen, to make up. Wir versöhnen uns, we are making up. It's the whole cycle of conflict and resolution, right there. After you've made up, the next crucial step is verzeihen, to forgive. This is such a critical verb for actually moving forward after a disagreement. And here's exactly how you ask for it. Verzeih mir bitte. It's so direct, so humble. Just a powerful way to ask for forgiveness. Sometimes, though, navigating the downs means making a really tough choice. Sich trennen is the reflexive verb for to break up. Wir trennen uns means we are breaking up. And what usually follows that? Well, vermissen, to miss someone. Ich vermisse dich.
But our story doesn't have to end on a sad note. For a lot of people, getting through those tough times leads to an even deeper bond and a real desire to look toward the future. And that brings us to our final chapter, commitment.
And here it is, the final verb in our story, heiraten, which means to marry. This verb really symbolizes the ultimate commitment, doesn't it? It's the start of a whole new chapter. Wir heiraten. What a simple, joyful thing to say. We are getting married. Wir heiraten.
Wir heiraten.
So let's just take a quick step back and recap. We've basically followed the entire journey of a relationship through 4 key stages, haven't we? And we did it all with 20 essential German verbs. We started with that first spark of connection, then moved into building a shared life. We talked about how to navigate those inevitable ups and downs, and we finished with the ultimate commitment to a future together. Pretty cool, right? And so now the question is, for you, whether you're about to meet someone new, or you're supporting a friend, or celebrating a lifelong partner, you now have the words to express all of it in German. So which verb will you use first? Thanks for joining me.